Okay, here's what I've done. The bottom line you see is, well, that will represent the base of the bottle. This is where the blue line meets the filigrees around the base of the bottle. The top line that you see is the orange line that separates the arches from the cobras. Now this line from the bottom line you see should be about 7/8 of an inch. Um, I'll go through this little by little, and hopefully you'll get a better idea of how it is I create my genie bottles, and hopefully it'll give you ideas on how to better create your own, or maybe improve on my own design. But here we go. I'm gonna start and stop this video, as it's kind of hard to draw and videotape at the same time, but I will go step by step, so no worries. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's the second step. As you can see, I made 14 equal lines on the top line of my paper drawing. On top of those lines, I made a little dot above each of those small lines. These are to set my arches. Let me see. I'm not sure of the exact measurement what I used. Give me just a second. I'll give those back to you. Hold on just a second. Okay, starting from the bottom line, take a tape measure and mark out 2 1/4 inches for your top little dot that you're going to make right above the small lines you made on your top line. And up next we'll start drawing the arches. Hopefully this is coming out halfway coherent. I'm a much better drawer than I am a teacher, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with the first arch and show you how that's done, and we'll repeat the process, and after we're done with that we'll go on to the cobras. So hold on just a minute. Okay, there's my first part of an arch. As you can see, I left one line in the middle, and we'll start the other arches, and you can see how that progresses. Okay, now we've got the second arch, and you can see how that goes all the way down the line. I've got 14 separate lines, 14 separate dots on top of those lines. You just progress this way till you cover the bottle, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and when I'm finished I will show you the end result, and then I'll show you how to top those arches off to make them nice and round, and be back in a minute. Okay, we've got the arches done. All that's lacking is the top rounded part where the pink circle goes. This is fairly easy. Just connect the triangles into one full circle. I'll show you how that's done. Let's see, here we go. Okay. We've got completed arches now. Of course, they're a little bigger than what they would be on the bottle, but that's because I'm using a paper, and they just turned out a little bit bigger on paper than they would a bottle, but that still serves the purpose. Shows you how to make nice arches, and that's the base of your bottle. Now I'll show you how to do the snakes, and we'll do this one at a time, and hopefully you'll get a good grasp of how to conquer these demons. So hold on just a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, now we have the beginning of the snakes, the cobras. What you do is you make your little teardrop. At every end of each arch, in between the arch, you make a little dot right there near the bottom, not all the way, but close enough. Now normally I'd be using a wax pencil. These wax pencils are perfect for drawing these designs on, because once you paint over them, any remaining drawings can be easily wiped away with a damp cloth, and you're left with just your paint. For this purpose I'm using an ink pen so you can see it much better. But you see what I've done. I've made little teardrop shapes underneath the arches, every other arch. In between that I've made a little dot to go by to show me where the center of my two cobras meet. And on with step 2 of the arches. Okay, this is my first beginning of my arch, or not my arch, but my snakes. And you see how I started from the center, this dot right there, started from the center. I worked my way up to the teardrop and made a little curve. I got close as I could to the bottom of the teardrop without touching, and then I moved away towards the top of it. Now I'll repeat this step through every art, or through every cobra, but I'm not through with those. Of course there needs to be a center circle right there, and we need to thicken those cobras up so they look more like snakes and not just thin pen drawings. So I'll show you how that's done. It's basically just reinforcing the design you've already created. Let me draw that, and I will be right back with the finished result. Okay, now we can tell this is looking more like a genie bottle. The snakes are nice and uniform. They're thick. They look like cobras. Only thing left to do is fill in the arches with the gold cones, the kites, and the pink dots. I think pretty much all of y'all can handle that one, but this is the first step in how to create a genie bottle. Hope I've helped, and more tutorials coming soon. For those that want them, let me know. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.